Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone? Minister Jinjin coming to you live. How you doing? I do apologize on tonight. I am running extremely late, but I'm here and I'm coming forth to you tonight on a new topic. So unfortunately, we won't be doing veganary tonight, and so we're gonna move forward. I do apologize. I know you were looking forward to seeing Bishop with his making his dish or whatnot. So I'm going to be moving forward on this month, and I know you guys missed me on Sunday. I was under the weather. I still am a little bit. I have this horrible cough and congestion. I've been taking medicine around the clock and trying to get some rest. Mr. Ginger, everything can't run without me around here in my household and my mom's household. So um it's been it's been a lot, but I'm getting there. I'm getting a little better. So excuse me if I sound like I'm Barry White or have a Lou Rawls voice and or even my cough or whatnot. So I took some medicine maybe a couple hours ago and just trying to just get some rest, trying to get 100%. um so tonight, again, it's Black History Month. It's February, and I know it's um next weekend is Valentine's Day and the man-made lovers day or whatever. But Valentine's Day should be every day, right? But I also heard they were saying that on the radio, on the news radio, taking the girls to school today, they were saying that this year people are going to spend a lot of money on Valentine's Day, which it should be. Like I said, it should be every day, And it's with me, with Minister Ginger, it's the little things for me. It could be it's just the little things, and so moving forward. So again, it's February. It's Black History Month, and this is how it all started with coming on for Victory City of Praise with the podcast was coming for because Bishop wanted unknown Black history facts. But I'm not starting off with that tonight. But again, I did hear on Sunday that this coming Sunday, he will have Sister Jackie's daughter doing each youth a member will be presenting Black history, someone in Black history. But tonight I'm going to be presenting on Black history. But of course, every Wednesday I will be coming forth with an unknown or whatnot. Uh, so tonight, and even unknown, and also some topics of which some awarenesses for February as well, not just for Black History Month. Okay, just 1 second. I'm sorry. So today, so the theme for Black History Month for this year, for 2026, the theme for this month, for Black History Month is a century of Black history commemorations. A century of Black history commemorations. Because this year, you guys, I don't know if you guys know, I'm pretty sure, maybe you don't, maybe you do, but it is marking the 100th anniversary of the Negro History Week / Black History Month. 100 years, you guys, we celebrate in Black History Month. And exploring the impact that we as African Americans have brought forth to our history and to the world, not just United States, to the world, but because it's things that we have Black African Americans have invented, people are using around the world, so we can't just keep it in the boxes in the U.S. because like the lights and cars, like the motor, it's just a lot that we have done and we have contributed to um for the way the world, how we function, how things work around the world. um So it's marking the 100th anniversary of the Negro History Week / Black History Month, and exploring the impact that the commemorations on Black life and history today, to this day in 2026. Um, this month will show the contributions and resilience of African Americans, especially in the face of efforts to erase Black history from public discourse. Because you know who's trying to erase us. You know, we ain't gonna say the orange man. My hair is orange, right? No, it's yellow. I don't know, but we know, we know. Which is not good. It first, so I'm gonna say it first who brought about Black History Month or Black History Week. It first started as a week in the year 1915. In 1915, I think I did hear that in when I was in school or when I was out of school that it started as a week. But you know, growing up since in school, you know, you have your Black History programs and everything, and we just knew it was Black History Month, February, Black History Month. Black History Month falls in February, so I learned as an adult that it was actually started as a week. Did you guys know that? Well, Minister Ginger didn't know. So I wanted to tell you guys, but it started as a week in the year 1915, long so ago, and by Harvard educated Black man, and we known and heard of this educated historian, which his name is Carter G. Woodson. He started at Black History Week, and then they move forward to having Black History Month that falls in February. They call him he is the father. They call him the father of Black history. Okay, and I have a few facts. So they call Carter G. Woodson the father of Black history. Well, did you guys know that for 400 years, for 400 years in America, in the English colonies that became which became the United States, which were the most people that were for 400 years. I'm sorry, the English colonies that became in the United States, which were people of the African descent. Yeah, It was over 400 years. The African descent have been slaves. Um, They were kidnapped, as we know from what we read in from our history books or um, from our ancestors or our grandparents, our great greats, and so on. And we see in museums that we were kidnapped and forcibly brought to a new world through the brutal translate slave trade starting in 1619. And guess where it happened? I know you guys know. I know. It happened right here in the DMV area, 1619 in Virginia. It started in Virginia. Virginia, can you believe that? Not down south. Well, they consider people up north, New York and everyone, consider us Maryland, DC, we're southern. But I don't know how. But I would think that it will start in the southern states, like far down deep in the south, like Alabama, Mississippi, or so on. But no, it started in 1619 in Virginia. Slavery started. It says that the system of racialized chattel slavery lasted until its abolition, profoundly shaping American history and its lasting racial divides. The system, the system, which we, the system of slavery lasted over 246 years in the U.S. Over 246 years. And I'm pretty sure the other 200 and something is because, somewhat we still are, it's still slavery going on. Um, and I'm not sure because I'm not really going off topic, but I seen it on TikTok that a gentleman, he was riding past and he seen, I want to say, I can't remember if it was in Texas or it was somewhere down south. And he was riding past and he seen people in the field like picking like vegetables, picking like back in the slavery days, like, you know, and it seemed like they were owned by someone because it was someone on site and everything. So slavery is somewhat going on, but if this young guy didn't pass by and see that, and he brought it to the light and he posted it on social media or whatnot. So I don't know. It's mind boggling that people are still going through that. And the elderly lady that he interviewed, she was a senior, like she was a real senior, like really old. So slavery is somewhat still going on. Um, so and with the legacy of this enslavement continuing to impact slavery. So it's been going on over 246 years in the US. Excuse me. It says European colonizers created a racialized system where people of African descent were deemed property. They were property. A whole person was property. Chattel again, based on Chattel system, based on their race and unique form of slavery. Because they always, when they put them up, what they call the chopping block, they'll put them up on that stand, that podium, and then the owners, the buyers are looking at their hands and their legs and their mouth, their teeth, like who do they have working in the field, who would be strong enough, like would this person be in the house, and whatnot. So um that was their unique way of forming their slavery. Like we were a piece of property, unfortunately. The consequences of this 400-year period includes um, the consequences of this 400-year year period includes symptomatic races, economic disparities, mass incarceration, and ongoing struggles for equality and justice for Black Americans. I mean, I wanted to come forth to you to celebrate 100 years for Black History Month. Yes, we're celebrating. Woo-hoo. But I also wanted you to have the back history of slavery, where it all started with our ancestors being taken from Africa, from another continent, excuse me, and coming to a new, like they said, a new world, which is America, United States. And if you weren't in the United States, they were also, it was, from what I seen, I did further research this because I know it was probably slaves also like in England and that sort, because African Americans are everywhere, but um, preferably in England because the Queen. That's another. That's another thing. A lot of British colonies also in a British, European. They owned royalty owned different islands and everything. So they had us Black descendants, like people from the Caribbean, working and had to pay taxes to the Queen. So, but I wanted to come forth to let you know what Minister Jinjin is coming forth to you this month with Black History Month, on the history of it, and somewhat some things that you know and probably don't know. And our youth will be coming forth on Sundays to be presenting someone as well. As Bishop I seen on service on Sunday, he will have our youth presenting someone for Black History Month. But Minister Jinjin is definitely going to be bringing some facts to y'all Um, and I hope I was very informative tonight. If y'all didn't know, Black History is celebrating 100 years, you guys. 100 years. Woohoo! 100 years of greatness, of Black excellence that we have overcome and achieved things. And we're still rising. We're still rising. And again, I'm glad I didn't have to cough. I didn't cough when I know you guys kind of hear a little congestion, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So um, I hope I was very informative to you guys. And I thank everyone that logged on. And if you didn't catch me tonight, I do apologize again. I was running late because I had to do some further research because off I was off, I thought we were doing something else, but I'll be better prepared. But it's my fault too because I'm still under the weather a little. But thank you for your prayers. They are helping. And so I hope I was informative to you guys tonight. And I enjoyed myself because I love digging on, especially with history. I love history. I wanted to go into the medical field when I was leaving high school, but I just thought history was so intriguing. I even wanted to major in English or whatnot, but I didn't do so. But I I went to going forward with in the medical field or whatnot. But I just love history and the things, like I even like watching old movies. I don't know if anybody else like. I even like watching like old black and white movies, and it's just so intriguing. Like something that you don't know, how did they go through life, because with the things that we go through, and even in high school, like they always told us in math class. I had one teacher, Mr. Talib. I will never forget Mr. Talib. I love Mr. Talib. He was my geometry teacher. I think I spoke about him before on here. But he always said, don't use a calculator. I don't want you guys to use a calculator because it's going to handicap yourself. You guys going to handicap yourself. But who knew this day and age that if we're in a smartphone world and everything, like we rely on our phone so much and everything. And I'm pretty sure, I know nobody, no one knows anyone's numbers and this and that. But I know my mom used to, and my grandma used to always carry a phone book in their purse, and they look with their little change purse or whatnot. And I know nowadays nobody does that because everybody just takes their phone because everything is on your phone. And I think that kind of handicap us, and also it kind of made us vulnerable as far as with scammers and everything too. So it's some things I'm still old school. I'm still old school on some things, so I won't be vulnerable and or whatnot. But here or there, but it's just amazing how technology has risen, and back then they still survive without everything that we need and we must need or we rely on. And like even with the remedies on getting better, like if you have a cold or and everything, it's a whole it's just amazing to me. History is just amazing. And even with the Western movies, I love that. It's just like in the Western times of what they used to do, even with the Indians, and it's just astonishing to me. Like, and so Minister Ginger will come forth to you this month on Black History Month. We're celebrating 100 years. 100 years, y'all. 100 years. And so I'll be coming forth to you, and I hope you guys enjoyed tonight, and I hope you have a blessed rest of the week. And I'll see y'all on Sunday. Love y'all. Excuse me.